They left me as caretaker of their estate, their son, and their secrets. I would never betray them. Your parents were good people, Bruce. No matter what that thug Falcone told you.
Then swear to me there's no truth to it.
That scoop you brought me on Falcone helped me more than you could possibly know. I owe you one.
I'm sure Falcone's taken harder beatings in the past. Hopefully this one knocks something useful out of him.
Hell of a view.
Bruce, the Wayne name is toxic. I have to do what's best for my campaign. What's best for Gotham. I have to distance myself.
I will find the truth. Along with anyone who stands in my way.
В общем, вот так вот закончился первый эпизод. Приветствую всех на моем канале. С вами Алексей с канала Алекс Рэй. И сейчас мы продолжим проходить Бэтмена от студии Telltale. Второй эпизод. Старый друг становится новым врагом. Когда Брюс узнает больше о наследии семьи Уэйнов, а Бэтмен выводит борьбу против коррупции и преступности Готэма на новый уровень. Начинаем второй эпизод, поехали. В общем, буду держаться также такого же формата. Диалоги не буду читать, как в последней серии, потому что здесь слишком быстро, скоротечно. Бывает, строка с переводом просто появляется и тут же исчезает. Просто, не знаю, даже сфотографировать не успеваешь все слова зрением, не то что уж прочитать в предыдущих эпизодах. Ну, это я помню. Пропустить это, наверное, к сожалению, нельзя. Придется так что посмотреть. Ну да, с Каблпотом мы встретились в парке Каблпотов. Он предупреждал нас о том, что грядут перемены. Вечер был в честь Харви Дента. Познакомились с сексуальной сучкой Вики Вейл, которой постараемся подкатить яичишки свои по ходу игры, если это будет возможно.
Don't you know not to corner a wild animal? It's dangerous.
Ну, что-то слишком подробно, прям так напоминает то, что было в эпизоде. И прям подробный пересказ.
This is Selina.
Селина с фонарем.
How many?
I'd have to count the pieces.
Игра почему-то постоянно какие-то рывки испытывает. Не знаю, разработано так. По идее, ничего фризить, тормозить не должно, но вот снова. Может, сама по себе так сделано. Ну, в общем, пощадил я Фальконе в конце прошлого эпизода. Не стал его убивать. Ну, как-то это не в стиле Бэтмена, не знаю, убийств. Хотя, ну чё, это игра, в конце концов. Можно было бы сделать из него берсерка. Ну вот и, наконец-то, второй эпизод. Осталось дождаться последнюю загрузку. Очень интересно события развивались в первом эпизоде, но нужно сказать, он оказался такой короткий. Я ожидал, что будет намного больше. Игра адаптируется к нашему выбору, и сюжет, в общем, меняется в соответствии с нашим выбором. Понятно все. Ничего нового. Так. Полнолуние. Очередная погоня, да, в Готэме постоянно происходит какое-то дерьмо. Малыш Брюси пришел на место, я так понимаю, где умерли его родители. Ну, что-то узнал плохое о них. Что они были с мафией связаны. Аллея преступности, 5:38 утра.
The news was upsetting for both of us. But you should see this.
Что там?
I know you come here for solitude, Bruce. More allegations about his ties to the underworld.
Смотри, новое
This
обвинение
isn't
нас.
going away. It's also public and messy.
People are throwing
Весь город
stones
бросает
at my
камни в мою
family,
семью.
Alfred. I need to understand why.
It's my family too. Don't forget that. I've been dreading this day for nearly 2 decades. I hoped it would never come.
Forget the papers. I want to hear it from you.
The truth is, they were billionaires, Bruce. You can't amass that kind of wealth without making certain moral compromises. It's just not possible. That kind of money taints you.
You kept their secrets for them.
I'm trying to help you understand.
Then try harder!
Hill greased the wheels of politics. Falcone was the muscle. Thomas legitimized the whole enterprise with his name. Your
Ого.
father, Hamilton Hill, and Falcone, they were partners.
Ага.
Nothing happened in Gotham without them knowing.
Working with Falcone and Hill. I expected a regular accounting, not a pact with the devil.
Your father was a good man in many ways, but this was his undoing. I want you to know, I had my suitcases ready. I couldn't stand to be around your father anymore.
Посмотри-ка, здесь вообще
Then they were
отца
killed, and you were
семейство
all alone,
говном просто полили.
and I just couldn't walk out the door.
Охренеть вообще,
Everything I
все
did,
перевернули.
everything I've ever done was out of love for you.
С другой стороны, я его папашу толком ничего и не знаю.
How could I hold this against you? You're all I've got, Alfred.
Thank you. I won't let you down again. This is the first time I've been back here since that night. When the police called me to collect you, I thought they'd finally arrested your father. I couldn't believe a low-life thug like Joe Chill would have the audacity to rob and kill Thomas Wayne. He was simply too well known. Too big. Yet, there it was.
Wouldn't Chill just run when he recognized him?
Well, it's a fair assumption.
But he didn't.
You always said it was a simple mugging. In 20 years, you've never wavered from that story.
I can recall every moment of that night in vivid detail. But maybe that's wrong.
Sometimes we block out things we don't want to face.
Maybe there was some detail I overlooked.
О, любопытно, да? Может быть, придется в этом эпизоде раскрывать еще и тайну убийства родителей Брюса Уэйна. Переулок. Ну, давай осмотрим, что здесь.
I want him standing here, right now.
And what would the Batman do with his own parents' killer? The possibilities are frightening.
I'd only want to ask him one question. Why? My parents could have given him anything. Why would he just shoot them?
He was stabbed to death in prison.
Его зарезали в
No one
тюрьме.
mourns for Joe Chill, Bruce.
Нормально, да? Тоже его уже однозначно заказали. Концы в воду и все, шито-крыто.
He just wanted to protect us.
He thought he was invincible. Sadly, he was mistaken.
I always wanted to be brave, just like him.
And you are. He would be so proud to see that you took a different path.
Такую драму прям переживаем, да, вместе с персонажем. Офигеть. Кинотеатр. Дэнте Хилл.
I love that movie. Saw it countless times at that theater. How long did it play there?
Only when you wanted to see it, Bruce. Your mother arranged the special screenings personally.
I never knew that. She was always so good to me.
Where exactly does the memory end?
With my father pleading, "You don't have to do this." And the gun fires.
And after that? There are considerable gaps in that recollection.
Maybe. Do I really want to know?
Так, для движения используйте LS. Используем, но что-то пока ничего не видим. По крайней мере, не вижу я. Так. Что надо сделать-то, Михалыч? Блин, реально, смотри, я вожу. Но чего-то не замечаю, не понимаю, что надо сделать-то. О! Эй, мужик! Блин. Ну, в голове у него тот момент без конца. Типа, Брюс, держись позади или отойди назад, да, stay back. Блин, твою мать. Во, теперь он пошел. А почему он до этого не шел? Я же попробовал нажать, почему-то не шел. Ладно, запустил сцену, слава богу. Так. Так, ну давай еще ближе подойдем, что здесь будет. Ага.
He told me you had it coming.
You don't have to do this. Don't follow me. He's making a mistake.
О, ему еще, гля, в лицо выстрелили. Ни хрена. В игре какую жестокую сцену убийства его родителей-то показывают. Мама дорогая. Охренеть, он еще собирался его убить.
It wasn't a mug. They were assassinated. And Carmine Falcone knows why.
Ну держись, Кармайн. Вот это начало эпизода, да? Вообще такую жесточайшую сцену просто показали, да? Такую подробную, без цензуры. Как замочили его отца с матерью, да. После такого зрелища, наверное, станешь не только Бэтменом. Можно стать и Дэдпулом. Что еще хлеще. Самый правильный герой во вселенной Дэдпул. Так, полицейский участок. Что у нас тут хорошо?
getting you in to see Falcone like this, I don't have to tell you how many rules we're breaking. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm always here for you, but this could land us both in hot water. I pulled all the strings I had with the lieutenant. This better not come back to bite us.
Look, I get that, Harv, okay? And it means a lot to me.
I know it does, Bruce. It doesn't make it any easier. The last time we brushed shoulders with Falcone, the press made us pay. At least tell me what this is about. Look, I'm all for blind support, but I should at least know what I'm getting myself into.
I'm not sure, but I think Falcone put a hit on my parents.
Wait, what? Bruce, that's terrible.
That's why I have to speak with him. I have to know for sure.
Bruce, I appreciate you opening up to me, but just try and keep it cool in there. I don't want any headlines taking away from my debate with Hill.
Dent, Mr. Wayne, welcome to the GCPD.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
Ordinarily, we'd never let you in to see Falcone, but it must be nice to have a DA in your pocket, Mr. Wayne. Bend the rules whenever you need it.
Карманный прокурорное бюро.
Harvey's not in my pocket, Lieutenant. He always does what he thinks is right.
Well, it's lucky your interests align.
Nice job bringing in Falcone. Yeah, that son of a bitch better not get off again.
He's not getting off the hook, Renee. Not this time.
Mr. Wayne, Sergeant Renee Montoya. I just wanted to say, some of us police support you, despite what the media is saying.
Thanks, Sergeant.
Смотри-ка, это Монтоя за Брюса Уэйна, но при этом стреляла в Бэтмена, да, вообще не раздумывая.
He's lucky he didn't get roughed up more. I could tell Batman wanted to kill him, but he held back. He cares about doing the right thing.
Whoever he is behind the mask, Batman's a hero to me.
Yeah, it's great to know he's out there watching over the city.
All right, Falcone's inside. Just say what you gotta say. We'll be out here.
Ну вот он момент истины. Что-то мне подсказывает, что Фалькон там может уже и не быть. Эпизод 2. В больничке лежит. Дети Аркхема. Кстати, ему в руку всадил и в спину батаран. Я смотрю, рука у него вообще чуть не перевязана. Странно, зажило, что ли, уже как на собаке. Собственно, жену не пускают.
Just like every other time they tried to put me away.
We need to talk, Falcone.
You weren't so eager the last time we met. But then, I knew you'd come around. Especially after the press got their teeth into you. You're your father's son. Yeah, that's right. Tommy and I were close. More than friends. More like cousins. Going back decades.
Did you have something to do with his death?
Ah, so that's what this is really about, eh? The pop digging up a 20-year-old killer.
2 killings, and they were never forgotten.
You and me, we're practically family. I thought you'd have figured that out by now. I tried to get through to you at Dent's party. You showed me the door. Got a whole closet full of birthday presents I was never able to give you.
Convince me then. Tell me a story about our big, happy family.
There it is. Now I got you hooked. Your father, Hill, and me, we ran this city. Still do. God damn this pain. Can't think through it. Morphine's on the side there. Be a good boy and help Uncle Carmine out, huh?
Ну а чё, мне выбор дадут, вколоть ему или не вколоть? Может быть, все-таки не стоит ему вколоть, а вдруг он копыта склеит? Ладно, давай облегчим, хер с ним, пусть рассказывает. В конце концов, мы его пришли не убивать.
Be so easy to give me the whole vial, wouldn't it? Enough there to put an old dog down forever. Of course, you'd never know the whole story. How much of your parents do you have in you? What kind of son did Thomas Wayne make?
Do not push me, Falcone.
Apple didn't fall far, did it? You got that Wayne streak. Much better, kid. Thank you. Gesture like that reminds me of your mother. Your father may have been the doctor, but Martha, she had the human touch. I think you got more of her in you, tell the truth. Yeah. There's a kindness in you.
I lost her so young. I hardly remember anything about her.
She had steel in her, did Martha. She was the only one that ever had a hold on your father.
Until you hired an assassin to kill them both.
What, you really think I hired Chill? Sure. I worked with Joe Chill from time to time. Put a button on someone, he'd take him out. But I never ordered that hit on your parents.
So who did?
You can't trust anyone in Gotham. Least of all those you call friend. Your parents learned that.
Ух ты!
They're waiting for you in hell.
Охренеть, вот это жесть!
The bastard had to die.
Фальконе замочили, вот это ни хрена себе, он начал все было рассказывать. Ужас какой! Вот это да! Япону мать, ни хрена себе, вот это события в этой игре разворачиваются. Хо-хо-хо, вообще жестко. Да. Полиция Готэма 10:22.
We are in deep shit. I bought us some time, but not much. Word's gonna get out, sooner or later. Why would she do something like this? We had Gotham's biggest crime lord in our grasp.
Что-то не так.
I hardly recognized her when she burst in. She was so different from the woman we met in the hall.
It's a disgrace. Another officer gone rogue.
Just doesn't make any sense. She'd never do anything to hurt the department.
Falcone's case meant justice for 1,000 unnamed victims. And now it is a PR disaster. How can I run against corruption when our own cops are redecorating the precinct with their prisoners' brains? Listen, we gotta get out in front of this. We gotta spin it as best we can. Issue a statement saying that we have the shooter in custody. Details are still coming in and that we're investigating. The usual.
Harvey's right. We need to control this story or someone else will.
Then we need the whole story, not just part of it.
Только у нас есть только часть, да?
District Attorney, Falcone's lawyers are here.
Oh, Christ. I can delay them for a little while, but we still need answers.
Получается, меня, что ли? Бля, меня, гражданское лицо, получается, оставили с ней для тет-а-тет, для разговора, выведывать какие-то тайны.
Alfred, Falcone's been murdered.
Good God.
I'm looking into it, but I'll need access to the back computer for anything I find.
Connection secured.
Alfred, I'm gonna try and confirm some suspicions of mine.
Так, что мне тут нужно сделать? Значит, вот следы на рту, да? Рот.
Her veins, still visible beneath her skin.
На шее также есть след. Что-то ей вкололи сюда, да?
Fresh injection site. That doesn't look like blood. Alfred, I think I found the substance. Analyze and forward me the result.
Of course. I'll be in touch as soon as I have the results.
Так, Телуха очнулся.
Where am I? Mr. Wayne?
Что еще происходит? Охренеть так вообще, очнешься.
This awful feeling something terrible happened. Everything is such a blur.
Sergeant, you have to think. What do you remember?
Oh, God. Falcone. I was hoping it wasn't real.
I believe you were drugged, Sergeant.
It would explain a lot. Listen, you have to believe me.
Мы тебе верим,
I
верим.
talk big about hurting thugs like Falcone, but I would never betray the lieutenant. Everything is so foggy. I remember a sharp pain.
There's an injection site on your neck.
Then I just felt light, like I could do whatever I wanted. No guilt, no consequence. There was a voice in my ear insisting Falcone was gonna get off. And all I knew was that I had to stop that. I had to, no matter what. The reasons why I should've, they were a million miles away.
Надо, Дима, и говорить. Вспоминай, давай, вспоминай.
I remember a hand on my arm, guiding me like a parent with a child. The voice, it was saying something about revolution.
Cobblepot said something similar.
Ого. Неужели здесь Cobblepot глянет? Ну, наверное, действительно, кто еще может быть?
Sorry, Lieutenant. I've let you down.
We stalled Falcone's lawyers for now, but they'll be back. How is she? Did she tell you anything?
Yeah, hey, don't worry about that now.
I found evidence that she was drugged. A fresh injection site on her neck.
I was out of my mind, Lieutenant. Please believe me.
Hey, I do. Of course I do.
Hey, get forensics in here. Now!
She remembers a voice saying something about revolution.
That's not much to go on.
Now, if you're bringing forensics in, let's get Bruce out.
Alfred, I gotta get back to the manor. I've got a lead on whoever's behind this.
Bruce!
О, Вики. Здорово, чувиха.
What are you doing here?
Как насчет кофейку
My
вечерком?
friends in the GCPD
Или чё
have been telling
покрепче?
stories about some kind of lockdown?
The press can't seem to leave me alone.
Yeah, well, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe it's your cologne. Word is there were shots fired near where Falcone was being held. Know anything about that? I mean, you must have been back there when it happened.
Where did you get that?
So it's true?
No, I didn't say that.
Listen, I owe you for those files on Falcone. I got a lot of credit at the Gazette for that story. Whatever's going on here, you can't afford to be associated with it. Let me help you. I can keep your name out of whatever we print, but you need to give me something I can use. Who fired the shots? A cop? I can tell by the way you're brushing me off that something happened. Just give me something to run with.
Нет, вот это нужно, конечно,
They're fishing.
умолчать.
They don't have anything. Now, if you'll excuse me.
You should talk to me, Bruce. This is coming out whether you stonewall me or not.
Да, локализация, конечно, мега корявая. Ну как я мог, да, и рассказать то, что стрелял коп, это подставило бы Харви Дента, и Гордон был бы не в восторге, скажет, ну ни хрена себе дела творятся. Невозможно же ей полностью все очко и вылизывать.
Either Cobblepot drugged Montoya himself or someone else is using his revolutionary rhetoric. Either way, I need to find him. Let's put our drones in the air and start a search. I'll run a trace on his cell. In the meantime, we have to find out what we can do about this drug.
The computer's been analyzing the chemicals from Montoya's bloodstream.
Throw that up on the monitor. The residue I scanned on Montoya is similar to the nerve agent I found at docks. Let's see what we got.
It's ironic that Falcone died at the hands of someone drugged with his chemicals. Who'd have guessed that's how he'd meet his maker? Prone in his sickbed, surrounded by police who were ordered to protect him.
Murder at the hands of Montoya. That's not justice.
Whoever did this was judge, jury, and executioner. No one should act as all three.
Да,
I hope he
это
told you
точно.
something before he was killed. What did you learn from him?
Practically family, he said.
Family? Funny, I don't recall any Sunday dinners with the mob.
It wasn't Falcone who called the hit.
Yes, well, I suppose that makes sense. Your father, Hill, and Falcone would have balanced each other out.
Computers pinpointed reference points on the two compounds.
Так, в общем-то, здесь много будет всего нового, я думаю, вот. Ну, в принципе, еще время есть. Давай посмотрим, что за образец из дока.
The reaction was messy. They were out of control.
Так, а что у нас с образцом Монтои?
It only took a small injection to strip Montoya of her moral filters and make her act on her base impulses. Both compounds seem stable, but they're quick to fall apart. Whoever processed it knew what they were doing.
What could the creators of such a drug possibly have in mind? Fighting your wars is one thing, but drugging others to fight them for you? Oh.
With this drug, they can exploit anyone's baser impulses, the things they would otherwise control.
Your drones are in position to triangulate Cobblepot's location.
Ага, Cobblepot. Так, выберите дрон для поиска сигнала от мобильного телефона Освальда. Дрон, да? Ну, давай где-нибудь на окраине города попробуем. О, нажмите, когда найдете часть сигнала. Фига себе. Ага. Ну вот он, короче, где-то здесь. Часть сигнала. О, давай теперь на другом берегу посмотрим, что здесь. Ну, я просто так предполагал, что скорее всего где-то здесь. О. А, вот теперь понятно, о ком говорит. Кошку! Cobblepot ищет кошку. Так, ну чё, остается последний дрон в центре. Давай посмотрим. Так. О, взял правильный курс. О. Так, что теперь мне нужно сделать? Клуб Skyline. Подтверждено.
The Skyline Club. Jesus, didn't even wait for Falcone's body to get cold, did you, Oz?
Going to speak with him, Bruce?
Bruce Wayne already tried talking with
Я уже
Cobblepot.
пытался с ним поговорить.
It's
Ну
time he
да.
met the Batman.
Вот такие вот движухи, да? Наш дружище детство свинью подставил. Клуб Skyline 1657. Ну что, пожалуй, что на этом я серию завершаю. Продолжим мы расследование Бэтмена в следующий раз. Всем, кто смотрел мое видео, спасибо. Подписывайтесь на канал, ставьте палец кверху или к низу. Кому как удобно. Кому понравилось видео, кому не понравилось. Вот, жмите на колокольчик, чтобы узнавать о новых видео первыми, ребята. Всем спасибо за просмотр, до встречи в новых видео, всем пока.